Good morning, everybody. It's the metaphysician Jason Kendrick back with you again. I've been away a while. I know I was supposed to be doing these a lot more often, and well, honestly, it's been kind of nice here, so I've been kind of playing. I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Here, let me show you. See if you can see this. This is Breckenridge. This is where I live. We've got about 8 to 10 feet of snow in the past 3 months, and I've been enjoying it. So, yeah, I've been slacking on my webcam duties, but today I'm gonna do something that most of my friends have, especially my marketing and um, promotional friends. You know, you're supposed to always do yourself, but I do things kind of my own way. So screw it. I want to do things how I think they should be done, and I think there should be more kind of cross pollination, more cross promotion, because I know I didn't get where I am all on my own, and I'm sure that every one of you has people, things, and books and whatnot that you can look back on or you can credit for helping you get to where you are. And being I'm an author and a speaker, um, I didn't just get to where I am all on my own. I've had many influences. So today I'm gonna share some of those with you, mainly because I want to spread that. Because if it helped me, I'm sure it would help somebody else. And it's not just me out there doing this. I'm not the only author speaker in the world. Writing books and doing talks and coaching people and giving healings and all that. So I'm gonna share people, books, things with you today that you should check out if you're interested in any of these things. There's such a wealth of information out there, such a wealth of knowledge, such a wealth of people, amazing, powerful, magical people that if you're not told about or if you don't have any frame of reference to look them up or anything like that, you may never hear of them. You may never even know they exist. So, um, first and foremost, um, let me start with one of the crutches, one of my main things, the Course in Miracles. If you're not aware of the Course in Miracles, if you're a spiritual seeker and a truth seeker, look up the Course in Miracles. It's really the teachings of Jesus before all the corruption and all the politics. And if you don't have a Course in Miracles teacher nearby you, look up my teacher, Earl Purdy, EARLPURDY.com, earlpurdy.com. He records pretty much all of his classes and puts them online for you. He's amazing. He's been studying it for 30 years, teaching it almost as long. So look up Earl Purdy, give you a taste of the Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles is how the universe works. It's simple, it's easy to understand, and well, okay, sometimes it's easy to understand, sometimes it twists your brain up. The core fundamentals are very easy to understand. It's all about love, and everything is love. It's either love or a call for love. And some people say it's either love or fear, but that's just the other side of the coin. And so it's not really fear, it's a call for love. So it breaks it down very simply. And then it goes through much of life's challenges in that same way and gives you ways of dealing with everyday challenges. So look up the Course in Miracles. And if you haven't heard of him, he's kind of like my spiritual godfather. I spent a lot of time with him. I love him to death. I don't have his best-selling book, but this is Danny Brinkley's book, At Peace and Light. His best-selling book, Saved by the Light, At Peace and Light, and then there's also Secrets of the Light. Look these up. He's a dead man walking, basically. He was struck by lightning in 1975, had the classic near-death experience, helped Raymond Moody and do his near-death experience work, and wrote his books. He had the most popular TV movie ever, basically about his life. So if you're curious about death, what happens after, if you just want to hear an amazing story told by an amazing person, look up Dannion Brinkley. You can look up Dannion.com, Dannion.com. Daniel is an amazing, amazing speaker and teacher. He does, being an ex-Marine, or sorry, there's no such thing as an ex-Marine, being ex-military, he does a lot of work with the VA. His main thing is hospice, so you can look up the Twilight Brigade, um, and look up Compassion in Action. That's all his stuff. He really works a lot with the VA and veterans in hospice. Okay, and I just went to Peru with this man last August, and I'm getting to lead a trip with him again this year in August. It's Jorge Luis Delgado, The Andean Awakening. If you ever get a chance, he is just amazing. He is a man that walks in two worlds. He calls himself a bridge builder. He doesn't really like the term shaman, um, but I mean, he still embraces those Incan shamanistic traditions, and he's also a very successful businessman. He owns the Contiki tour group. He owns 5 or 6 different hotels in Cusco, in Aguas Caliente, just at the base of Machu Picchu, in Puno, next to Lake Titicaca. He's an amazing, amazing man, and if you ever get a chance to go on a tour with him, you should. Going to Peru and going to these sacred sites is amazing. Going to Peru and going to these sacred sites with someone like Jorge Luis Delgado is life changing because you feel those places. You get to do ceremony in those places. It's not just, ooh, that's pretty, take a picture, move on. You get to experience it at a soul level. So check that out. Now, here's a man after my own heart, and I hope I don't mispronounce his name too badly, but Kamal Ravikant. Wait, Ravikant. I'm sorry, Kamal. It's one of those languages I'm not very familiar with. I'm guessing it's like Indian or something like that. But Kamal is just an amazing person who told his story, and his story has really kind of, it's amazing how as you go through life and you do your experiences, things come up to you at the perfect time. This book was told to me at a time where I got to the point where I realized my self-love was lacking and needed to be worked on, and then here, a friend of mine told me about this book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. Oh, everything's backwards. Look this book up. You can go to, where's his website? Yeah, I can't find it. But look this book up. If you have any sort of self-love issues, self-worth issues, it gives you his journey and would really help you, and it's really so simple and so practical, because all those negative belief systems that we pick up as a child, all those things that we carry around with us that are just at our core, that are societal, that are whatnot, are based in, we were given a thought, we thought that thought until it became a habit, until it became just ingrained in us, and that's how we got these core beliefs. So he talks about a system of retraining, and basically just telling yourself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, over and over again to retrain your brain, doing meditations, doing these things so that really you're creating new neural pathways, you're creating new habits, you're creating new thought processes. Look it up. It's like 50 pages. I think I got it for like $5 online or something like that. It's probably one of the most powerful books you'll ever read. And it just very simply tells you how to reprogram yourself to self-love. Because if you have self-love, then you can attract all those things to make a better life. It's simple. It's that way. And then for those of you in relationship who've thought about a relationship, for guys and girls, this book is just amazing. I don't know if you ever heard of David Deida, but he's been around for a while, but The Way of the Superior Man. This was actually given to me by Earl Purdy, my Course in Miracles teacher, because he is a student of life, as am I, and he knew that that would be a great book for me. It really talks about how men are, how women are, what polarity you need for attraction, and gives you just kind of a roadmap, an idea of what goes on in relationship with men and women and whatnot, and the things to look for and things to be aware of, the things that most of us are not told. We're walking around in the dark and attempting to have relationships that come go, may fail, I mean, there are always lessons, though this gives you some kind of a roadmap, something to be aware of. And for any new couples or anyone thinking about getting married, put that on your list. Because if nothing else, it gives you a common language, as does the Course in Miracles. Definitely check out the Course in Miracles, because of if you really want to be truly loving to one another, you have to have some sort of common language. You have to have some sort of way of communicating. Most of us get into these relationships with, we barely know how to talk to each other, much less really communicate. So use these tools, utilize these tools to create a better life for yourself and for those around you. And so now I'm gonna do my own self-promotion. Don't forget my first book. Whoops, shiny. It's Not Your Life, It's You. Layman's Guide to Power Perspective. Available online everywhere, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and as well my second book. Oh, I get better at this camp stuff. It's Not Your Life, It's You, book 2, A Deeper Journey into the Power Perspective. And keep an eye out for more stuff. I'm working on my third book. I'm in talks with other friends to do books together. So keep your eyes open, keep checking back with me, and make sure you support everybody. Love is the answer. So, guys, love each other, love yourselves, get out there, enjoy this wonderful world, and I'll see you later. Peace.